afternoon, friends. Today is Friday, and I am going to be doing a little day in the life. It's already 12 p.m. It's nap time. This morning was a little chaotic, but that's okay. We're good. And I have all three kids doing quiet time, nap time between 12 and 1. It's kind of a non-negotiable here. It's nap time, it's quiet time, it's mama relax time. Yeah, sometimes it's relax time for me, sometimes I just am productive. Today I just want to make a coffee and sit down for at least like 20 minutes before the next child wakes up. So got my coffee. I want to show you guys what I really want to get done today. I have some plants that need to be repotted really bad. I have my parsley, which I don't even know if this is gonna survive, to be honest. I took them out of the greenhouse way too early because we were moving, and some of them just don't look like they're doing well, but I mean, they're still alive. So I'm gonna try it and see if it works. Another thing I have to repot is my basil and kale. I have 2 basil plants and 3 kale plants. These really need to be repotted, as you can tell. We literally moved less than 2 weeks ago, so I'm in that like slow transition of getting everything repotted. And then I have a tomato plant and these pepper plants. These are way overdue to be transplanted, like way overdue. These are my tomato plants and my peppers. These really need to be planted. I'm gonna be using, so we live in like brand new house, brand new like street. There's no yards yet, so I'm gonna put these actually in a Rubbermaid container, and I'm gonna drill holes in the bottom and use that for these. Half of these are going to a garden bed that is at my mom's, like my family's house. They have a community like garden bed, so I'm gonna plant half of all these there, and then the other half I'm gonna keep here and see how that works. I hope they do well. They're all cherry tomatoes, and then I think the peppers are called like California tomatoes, maybe. I'll have to double check, but yes, I'm very excited. This won't be done today. This will be done soon. Okay, so I feel like we have this idea that just because we don't have a yard and we don't have access to like garden beds, that we can't have a garden. And I've honestly come to realize that that's really not true. There are so many different ways to grow our own food and grow plants and grow a garden without actually having a whole yard. So as I mentioned, we live in a brand new place. There's no yard right now. Everything is just dirt. We're waiting for grass to be laid down. And kind of our plans are to start our tomatoes and our peppers in Rubbermaid bins. And my mom kind of gave me this idea, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to drill holes in the bottom for drainage. My mom said to put like rocks and sticks at the bottom and then just lay soil to fill the rest of the Rubbermaid bin, and then plant our plants in there. And so we're going to be doing that. So that's going to be kind of our project in the next 2 weeks, because as you guys can see, these kind of really need to be done. They're kind of all those tomatoes and pepper plants I showed you guys, they really need to be planted, so we are going to be doing that. I started following a lot of accounts this year, kind of talking about homesteading when you don't live on like a big homestead, or you don't live on a farm or an acreage, that it's still so possible even just living in our homes. And I've read and been listening that the best place to start is just by starting in the home. So starting making things homemade, start gardening the things that you use the most in your kitchen. Tomatoes and peppers are one of those things that you can use in like everything, and especially during the summertime, they're such like a nourishing food that is just so fresh. And yeah, so that's kind of how I started and how I'm starting this year. If I'm being honest, before this year I never started seedlings before. Like, they failed every single time. So this year I actually invested my time into researching how to start seedlings and stuff, and watching a lot of videos. Brie Ellis here on YouTube has honestly been the most help for starting seedlings. Her channel is phenomenal. I'll link it down below. But yeah, this is my first time and I am so shocked at how much in like abundance I've grown so far. And I'm really proud of myself. I really feel like I took like a big step in learning about this year and trying it out. And I also invested in getting like an indoor greenhouse, which I honestly think has been game changer. I don't think they would have survived if I didn't get that. So I highly recommend doing that. I can do a whole other video on how I started my seedlings from like a complete newbie standpoint, because it's possible and literally anyone could do it. Like up until this year, I failed every single time starting a garden. This is my first successful, or successful beginning of gardening. A chaotic afternoon. Oh my goodness, my second, she's 2, but she has been protesting naps quite a bit, so the afternoons are a little high strung, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. We tried to go out for a walk. Then my youngest, who's 5 months old, 5.5 months, he just was not having it. So you know what? We compromised. We came home. Nap time, show time. We're just gonna chill out. But I'm gonna plant these guys in their little pots, and then I think I'm gonna put my oil in my hair because I'm gonna wash tonight. I got some new oils to try for my hair, which I'm really excited about because I'm really trying to grow my hair longer and just give it some more life to it. After having all my babies, my hair is a mess. And I find, especially right away postpartum, there's something about my hair, it's not happy. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm excited to try those. I'll show you those oils. I don't even know where I put them. They're somewhere, but I will show you. So I went down a hair TikTok last night and I found products that I kind of want to try. So right now I have a oil mixture I made. It has rosemary, just rosemary oil, castor oil, and then sweet almond oil, and that's for my scalp. But then I got argan oil for my ends to put that in a few hours before I showered. And then I got this brand. I don't even know how to say it, to be honest. But this is for afterwards, after I'm in the shower, to put on my ends of my hair. So I'm gonna see how this is. I've heard like mostly good reviews, so we'll see how those go. Excited to try that. Try out some new products. I really want to just, focus on hair health, because I realized that, to be honest, I just really want nice hair, and my hair texture is just like, it's not it. It's kind of like horse hair, I like to describe it. But yeah, so let's get some plants. Okay, so let's go back to our gardening. Here I'm just planting those pepper and tomato plants. So to be honest, before, every time I would transplant my plants, they would always die, and usually they're supposed to just start growing really fast and bigger because their roots have more space. But mine kept dying, and I discovered it was because I was using just like dirt. Like, believe it or not, you need actually nourishing soil for your plants to grow. And I got this organic one at the dollar store, believe it or not, and it's phenomenal. Like, my plants love it. I find they grow really fast and they're very happy and they stay very strong. I know there's a few ways that you can add nourishing elements to your water, like with banana peels or I think eggshells too. I don't know, there's a lot of different ways, but my mom has taught me all this, by the way. My mom, and then watching Brie Ellis here on YouTube is like the only two sources where I've learned all of this. Other than that, it's just been me, myself, and I with some trial and error, but genuinely that's sometimes how we have to learn. Sometimes we just need to learn these skills through trial and error and trying different ways and coming up with different ideas. So yeah, don't ever give up. Just keep trying. Sometimes our instinct and our intuition with these things can actually help us more. I know it might sound confusing, but yeah, I feel like there's actually been a few things with gardening this time around that I'm sure some people would be like, don't do that. I mean, my mom has honestly been the biggest rule breaker when it comes to gardening, And she somehow grows the most beautiful gardens ever. So not everything is textbook. Not everything needs to be very difficult. A lot of the time it's our intuition, and that's just with a lot of things. I find even with just parenthood here, my son, he's almost 6 months and he's cutting 4 teeth. He's been very fussy. So we just have the window open. You can see the beautiful breeze just rocking him. Yeah, but thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.